São Paulo capital, and I like to dance. My hobby is study about history of politics around the world, and I don't like gossip. In the truth, I hate gossip. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Claudinei. So guys, I have started the streaming, so now we are live on YouTube, okay? And now, Ju, can you introduce yourself, please?
Sure. My name is Juliana. I'm from São José dos Pinhais, close to Curitiba, Paraná State. I'm 35 years old. I work as SAP consultant nowadays. And I'm here to try to improve my English.
Okay, thank you so much. Are you GTX? Because I think I remember you, but I'm not sure.
I think so. Not in this meeting, probably another one, but I don't know. I've watched a lot immersions from YouTube, so
okay.
Sometimes I think I know I've met someone before, but it's because I'm just watching.
Okay, yes, okay, thank you so much. Now, Robert, can you introduce yourself, please?
Hello, I'm Robert. I live in Praia Grande, São Paulo. I'm married. I have 4 daughters. I work with 3D. I'm an environment artist for gaming VR, or sometimes metaverse. And that's it.
Okay, thank you so much. We talked about metaverse in the last topic. I enjoyed a lot because it was such a nice topic.
Metaverse is crazy for me.
Yes, and by the way, I really enjoyed your wallpaper. It's like from Star Wars, right? Is that correct?
Yes, it's a Millennium Falcon.
Yeah. Okay. So guys, now we are ready to start the conversation about data privacy. Everybody has already introduced themselves. So people from YouTube, tonight we're going to talk about data privacy. And the first question is, what types of companies collect online user data? So can you start, Robert, please?
Yes, Netflix. It's a big company. Amazon store. I don't remember, but in Brazil, about soccer, have a website. I don't remember the name. I don't remember, but this site collected data about your users. You know.
It's like Sportbet, sites like that about.
Yes, man, it's common in Brazil, but I don't remember now.
Yeah, but I kind of got to your point because they really need this information, right?
I heard about about this website in the. I don't remember the podcast, the name. I heard in a podcast, you know, but I don't remember the name now.
Yeah, but I got your point. Thank you so much. And I agree, yeah, especially those big techs and startups, fintechs, they collect a huge amount of data, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Joe, how about you? Can you give us some example of the companies that collect some data?
Yes. Social media in general, as Facebook, Instagram, even LinkedIn, music streaming, I think, like Spotify, they know us a lot because they collect our data. Retailers as Amazon, I think Robert said it. Date apps like Tinder, I don't know if it exists yet, but people put a lot of personal information there. I think I remember just it, but I know the list is huge.
Yes, thank you very much. Thanks so much for the examples. You said about the social media. I think basically their product is the data, right? Their data and the ability to understand more the users, right? Because they sell it for the customers. So basically all the companies, they want to create advertisements, or they can say, oh, I have a huge amount of data and I know your audience, so you can create an ad for a specific group. So basically data is their product. I really enjoy this example. Claudinei, how about you?
In my opinion, is all social media companies. How Twitter and YouTube too, beside Facebook and Instagram. TikTok is in nowadays for me is the most big example for this. And there is another similar company, but I don't remember this name. About equal TikTok.
Hawaii.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Online schools, mainly technologies schools. Movie series companies as Amazon and Netflix, and big platforms internet how Google, Yahoo, and YouTube too. And nowadays, I believe almost all. That's all.
Yeah, so you guys basically talked about a huge types of companies, right? So basically,
Your Google. Google. When you say hello, Google, man,
he's always collecting the data,
man,
right?
I remember the name. Cartola.
Cartola. Okay.
Cartola.
Yes.
3 weeks. 3 weeks ago, I was with my friends, and I say for my friend, hey man, the bank don't up my credit. Yes, in my credit card.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah. Yes.
Man, next day I received a mail. Hey, Robert, your credit up for no. Next day, in the next day, man. Next day. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's such unbelievable. And I have several examples. I already talked to some people here in the talk about this subject in the past, and I have a friend of mine that said that he had an example in his university. Some people they just bought a new smartphone, and they didn't use the smartphone, any website, any app, anything. They just configured their account in the smartphone and put there in the room. So basically, they were talking to their wife and to his wife, and basically it started to pop up a lot of ads, about the subjects that he was talking. So he said, "Oh, I didn't browse anything on the navigator, in the browser. So how can they discover, It's unbelievable, guys."
Yeah, there is a move. I don't remember the name. That in any situation there are cellular turn off and turn on to capture the voice, and is very danger for me, because I believe that my iPhone or my smartphone is turned off, but not is turned off. is on. I don't believe in this, but I believe it is possible in this case, because we are very in this moment we are not privacy in because we are technology, and technology is very, how can I say, intrometida. I don't know in English. It's very intrometida.
Yes, yes, I got your point, but I don't know. I'm going to search here, but basically, when you were talking about if this is possible, basically it is nowadays, right? Because we have several cognitive services that can even translate what we are talking here at the same moment. So you talk something, the service can, understand what you're talking about, translate it. So imagine they can send this data to any platform to analyze and, keep it for themselves. So it's unbelievable.
Crazy, man, crazy.
Yeah. So guys, let's move on to the next question. Ju, can you start answering the question number 3? Can you read it, by the way, for us, please?
What reason do companies have for collecting user data? In theory, is to provide a better experience for us, to facilitate our lives. If you want something, you can get it fast and with high quality, in theory, okay? But I like the conspiracy theory. I think it's because the big companies want to control us all the time and manipulate us to buy things, watch things, and use all the products and services that they are offering.
Yes, I agree with you 100%. Basically, they want to increase their profit by selling more products, even though we don't want to buy that, right? So basically, that's the idea. But of course, we have to agree that some companies, they are really interested to make to improve their services and the quality of the experience, and that are still that are already happening. But we have both sides of the coin. And Robert, what do you think?
To understand your consumer profile, it's maybe a most important topic. For example, one time I searched about about the mouse, and of course, a lot of how can I say propaganda,
advertisements
about this mouse. Of course, I buy this mouse. Man, it's crazy.
Yes.
For the companies, your search, your data is very important, because data is. I'm not programmer, but I learned about this. All people's here, it's a programmer, maybe. Yes.
I work as a software engineer. I know Claudinei as well, because he used to work with.
Yes, correct me, please. But data, it's very important for a big company like Amazon, Netflix, Cartola, Kaboom, whatever. It's very important.
Yes,
it's
for
money.
all. I can say that maybe in the future, every single company are going to be is going to be a technology company. So only the difference is, if you say a hospital will be a technology company in the medical department, the medical field. So every single company are going to need a lot of data information, but basically the techs, they need even more, as you said.
But so when you're learning a bit, of course, about the data, it's crazy, man. The traffic data in the internet, it's crazy. When you learning about the Cartola, Netflix, a lot of users in the world. It's crazy.
Yes, unbelievable. The professionals, they are kind of worried because they are start wondering where can they save so much data, because the storage is kind of expensive,
Maybe 3 months ago, I meet a guy. He worked with data in Blender. I use Blender. It's a software for 3D modeling,
Yes.
He worked with data in the Blender about the objects in environments for games or whatever. This guy control using Python, all assets in this scene, in the game or metaverse or VR. Data, I don't. It's new for me,
Yes. So they are basically using the data to transform the situation, the environment, right?
Yes.
Unbelievable.
Of course, I use Blender. Of course, I know Blender uses Python for all things in the Blender. But I don't know about the data control models in the Blender using Python is new for me.
That seems so fancy for me as well. Yeah. Tadine, how about you, Tadine? What do you think?
This conversation was very good, and Gustavo and Robert about the data, and I remember that in my opinion, I remember that the companies or the social medias, what else, has using our data to understand our behavior, okay, to improve your marketing or advertising, and manipulate our mind, because data is power. And it's my opinion about this. Okay.
Yes, they say data is the new petroleum. So basically, it's really important for the industry, the companies. Okay, guys, let's move to the next question, the number 5. I'm going to read it. Is online privacy important to you? So basically, we saw in the video, the guy was talking about data privacy, online privacy, and things like that. So, Ju, can you start? Is it important for you?
Yes, it's very important, but nowadays I think I can control my online privacy. Even if I try to put some blocks in the social medias and try to protect me, I think it's impossible, because even if I'm not using this kind of platforms, there are other ways for that companies have my data, so it's almost impossible. And I have the same experience about talking with a friend that I want to have something, but I didn't say that I want to buy. I would like to have something. And after that, on my cell phone, I start to see a lot of pop-ups about this product, but I never search about it. So how it's possible? So online privacy for me nowadays, I think it's very difficult.
Yes, yes, it is really difficult. Even though you have already searched for it, it doesn't mean that the company should have, your data. So it's unbelievable to think like that, guys. And we can merge the next question. So do you think it's also difficult to limit your personal data? So Robert, what do you think? Is it important for you that data privacy, and also if you think it's difficult to
Yes, number 6. All right.
the number 5 and the number 6? Let's merge
Okay, it's very important how the Amazon, for example, manages my data. When I start registration with the big story, I don't know when I start registration with my hospital, I don't know. It's safe. My safe is safe. I don't know. It's very important for me, but I don't know.
Exactly. And we have seen, at least in the last years, a lot of cases of data leak. So hackers, they have invade several systems, and they spread all the data, all the information about the victims on the internet. So as you said, we need the services. So we go there and we just register our account, or we sign up for some products and service, and then they have our data, right? So it's really difficult.
Who
Go on.
who control this data is one person, or a team, but that's it.
Yeah, but it's really, as you said, it's really hard for us to control, because let's say you go in a hospital, you see all the infrastructure of the hospital, you say, oh, this is a good hospital, they have good professionals, good doctors, but you cannot see how the IT team is managed, how their security, how
Yes.
is the firewall, we cannot
Yes.
see that. So it's really
Yes.
difficult to, we have to trust. And
Yes.
I got you. And Claudine, how about you?
Okay. The question is about 5 and 6, yeah?
Yeah, we have merged the number 5 and the number
Okay.
6. So do you think it's important, and do you think it's difficult to limit?
Okay, for me, it's very important. That's the people or the person or for company. Privacy is really important. But I don't believe that nowadays that is exist in this moment. I believe only in, I don't know, tribal indigena only. There is a privacy, okay, but around in the big cities, São Paulo or Guarulhos, or I don't believe that is exist. It's very difficult to limit the the privacy, or personal or professional nowadays. And completing this question, is the simple for me accepted this, because I like it very much, and I usually frequently technology and our image, when I use TikTok, when I use other, I forgot again the other similar TikTok. In this
Kawaii.
Kawaii, in this moment, our privacy is broken, and I accepted normal in this moment, but it's very important. the privacy, the privacy. That's
Yes,
it.
exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got a drawback because if you need, if you are in the extreme side of high security, you cannot use the services. So your life is going to be really harder to live. So you are going to live without any social media, any apps, anything, any services, because you are not going to give your data to anybody or anyone.
Yeah,
But on the other
it's
side,
impossible. It's impossible
yeah,
nowadays.
it's impossible.
Yeah.
Basically, it's impossible to live in a world like that.
Yeah.
And on the other side, if you give all your information, your life gets so easy because I can have any services, any products that I want. They have all your data. So basically, this is the drawback.
I believe science. I believe science. The first message, two message. I believe that I used the what's the name? Microsoft message tool.
Microsoft Teams. They use
No,
the Teams,
no.
Skype,
50 years ago. 50 years ago.
MSN,
Outlook.
MSN. Yeah, MSN. Okay.
Yeah.
In that moment, my privacy is broken.
Yes, exactly. Back there in the old days, they already have our data.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Nowadays, it's impossible, man. Impossible.
Yes, I agree. Okay, so let's move to the next one. Number 7, what does personal data include and which types of personal information do you think need the most protection? So basically, what's the most important information for you? Ju, can you start?
Yes, I think bank and health information for me is more critical because other personal like a name, birthday date, address, we just put in all these subscribers nowadays for creating an email, to start in a social media. So you give this kind of data all the time. And another one that I think it's a little bit critical, it's our, how can I say that, localization history. Is
Your GPS tracking, I don't know. Geolocalization.
Yes. And there are some configuration on Google Maps that if you don't change, it's possible to see all your routes,
Yes.
So imagine Google, you can control it, but we have a lot of apps that control this information too, and we even know. So it's a really important information because they know the place that I used to visit, when I'm at home or not. I think it's a little bit critical information nowadays.
Yes, it is. Sure, it is, because I use Waze every single day. So basically, to go to my work and then to go back and to understand the best routes, if there is traffic or not. But basically, they can create some campaigns, basically because they know that, this guy, he goes in this street every single day, and he lives this range of hours. So they can sell this information to other companies to, make some campaigns to say better part. Let's suppose, McDonald's, there is this amount of users with this age passing this street, So it's unbelievable. This data is really important.
They can control you because
Exactly.
that.
Yes.
And in bad hands, I don't know what's possible.
Exactly. Yes. So I agree with you. This information is really critical. Robert, how about you?
My bank information, because bank have all information about me, my CPF, my card number,
Mhm.
about my work, my address. It's most important. It's my bank information.
Yes,
It's
and
it's crazy because you don't have control. You have big banks in Brazil, but again, how how control this data? I don't know.
exactly. So maybe in the huge banks, they already have control the situation better. So they have a huge security system and a lot of layers of protection. But I don't know. I don't trust some new fintechs. Maybe a couple of them I trust, but others, so new, I don't trust so much because I don't think they have this infrastructure to protect us.
Yeah, I don't know. Correct me, please. But for example, how I can say the name Itaú, for example.
Yes, sure.
Yes, no problem.
No problem.
Itaú, I don't know. It's a big bank in Brazil. I think this bank have a powerful team
Yes,
control your data, because it's this bank has a lot of money, you know.
yes. I know that I'm kind of suspect to talk about Itaú because I have been working there, in the last year. So I know they only in technology, guys. Just to let you know, there were like 10,000 employees. Only in the technology. So it's unbelievable. There are a lot of professionals working there. So yes, as you said, they have a lot of infrastructure to control, the data.
Yeah.
But you have some startups, some fintechs with 100 employees in the total company. So they can they protect our data? I don't know. I'm not so sure. And Claudine, how about you?
Okay, sorry. About the personal data include, yeah.
Yes. What types of data do you think is the most important?
Okay. In my opinion, I think that's all the data. But I work with data, and when analyzed data, I research the behavior. Okay, name or phone number or email is the level two in a range 1 to 10, but behavior is the how can I say, is the gold information, is behavior. And when analyze data of the financial or data of the resource human or whatever, I am research and data mining. Where is the behavior in this in that data set? Okay, and for me is the mailing how can I say, is the mailing objective.
Mhm.
And it's for me it's scary. It's scary, but most people have no idea about this. And mailing the people não poor people, but how can I say, pessoas mais humildes.
Yes, I
Ah.
could say not only humble people, but I think not so well informed, right? People with a lack of information about technology.
Yeah,
So
yeah. These people
misinformed.
these people using all the time Instagram, all the time Facebook, all the time all social media, but have no idea about this. The comportment, the behavior is the code information.
Yeah, yes.
That's all. That's all.
Yeah, thank you so much. I agree with you. I think and also the social media, they create a huge terms and agreements document. So anybody are going to read all this data to understand how the platform works. And this is really scary, as you said. It's really scary.
Yeah, it's very difficult to find the behavior. But when I detect and search the behavior, that is all. That is all. And and when I say data is power, as I will explain about this. Data is power.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank
Thank you so much. Guys, we talked about a lot of personal data, or kind of a lot of types of personal part about data. But I would like to say that one more, maybe religious data and now about sexual orientations and things like that. So I think this kind of personal information, they are really important as well. We didn't talk so much about it, but imagine that in some countries, people can get killed or suffer serious injuries because of their religion, things like that. In Brazil, we don't have a lot of examples of that, but I have heard several examples um, in Asia, in Islamic countries. So people are really worried about that information as well. So just to add this information. Okay, Ju, can you read the next question for us? Number 8.
Number 8, what do you do to protect your own privacy when you are online? I gave up to protect my privacy online. No, I'm kidding. I installed some programs in order to avoid that someone stole my personal datas, but I don't know. Nowadays, I can do. It's difficult to try to protect ourselves. If you are on the internet, you are exposed, and I just accept it,
Mm-hmm. Yes, yes. It's really difficult. As you said, you joke that you gave up about protecting the information. So yeah, it's kind of really difficult. As I said in the beginning, sometimes if you refuse to give your data, you just cannot use the service. So
Yes.
you think twice and say, "Oh, I wouldn't like to give my information, but I really need this service." So okay, hell, go use my data and just let me use this platform. Yeah,
It's sad, but it's true.
you said what's true, exactly. And Claudine, how about you? What do you do to protect yourself?
This information is very secretive, man. Very secret. And I said what my behavior about this, and
Okay.
okay. Okay. And all people in YouTube will be know about my protected. So in my defense, the word is usually all the tools of you have, and it's possible to protect it, but it's very complicated for me to speak about this because it's my protected.
Okay.
But use firewall, use anti-spyware, use anonymous browsers mode, and use all.
Yes.
Please,
And
Claudinei, share your secrets with us. I need help.
exactly.
Very good.
And another secret of Claudinei is that he never speaks about his secrets in lives and transmissions of YouTube. So
yeah, the first,
this
the
is
first. Yes, it's the first. Yeah.
the top one secret. Okay, Robert, how about you?
I avoided stranger websites, and I use Kaspersky for when I can identify strangers website, or strange emails. That's it. It's the basic.
Yes.
Of course, I don't click in the stranger links.
That's really important.
Is very important.
Yes.
That's
You
it.
know, you said something about the strange websites and about the links. So I think for me, basically, I do all the you guys said as well. Another filter I use is when I open a website and I go there and I see that oh my gosh, how can I say that? The certificate has a problem in the certificate. So when I see that some issues on the URL, or they don't have the SSL security certificate. So in this case, I left the page and I don't use this service because I know that they haven't the minimal security.
Yes,
kind,
it's a basic,
the basic. Yeah, nowadays is the basic. So if they don't have the basic, so I don't want this service for me.
Do the basic.
Exactly. Do your homework, please.
Yes.
If you want my money in my data, do your homework. Okay, guys. And by the way, never click on links on email if you don't know. Exactly.
One more tip is will be different every day. Okay, and no routine no routine in social media about the because the behavior is the most important for all.
Yeah, but it's really hard to change your behavior, right, in social media, because basically you are going to look for things that you like. And
no, it's possible. It's possible. Yeah. Sorry.
No. Go ahead.
No, okay, it's possible because, for example, in my case, I try to how can I say to apply different techniques in different social media, for example, in Facebook or Instagram, for example, because I have the same account, but in any situation, I am a different user. Okay, it's a little complicated, but it's possible.
Yeah, but it's the case we said before. So if you protect too much your data, your life is going to be harder. So you have to worry all the time. I need to do this and that.
Yes, that's the motive the difficult
Exactly.
will be different every day.
Yeah, because sometimes I want to protect my data, but I say, oh, life is too short for it, you know, life is too short for it. Let's live and, you know, do what we need to do, because it's so hard to keep all the data.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's move to the next one. Robert, can you read for us, please? Number 9.
Do you think governments will soon do much more to regulate tech and media giants in countries such as the US? Will regulation lead to censorship? Maybe. Maybe the internet is a powerful tool with your data or data about a big company, and this is a gun in the wrong hands, you know. Maybe the future is crazy with your data or planet data.
Yes, but do you believe that if the government regulates the big techs, Google, Amazon, Apple, and Facebook, this will
Maybe
lead?
when you talk about the data, I think when you click in a button and whatever website, your steps are recording. Maybe is for me, of course, it's very hard to don't make a step in the internet.
Yes, and also it's hard for the government to regulate some technological services, and because anything they can do to prevent the big techs, they will like stop the innovation and things like that. So they need to be really, can I say that they need to be cautelous. I forgot the word, guys, but they need to be, careful. They need to be careful in order to regulate this field.
Man, it's very crazy when you speak you talk about blockchain. Blockchain. It's very crazy, man. It's very crazy.
Yeah.
And the government can't control this. It's impossible. Blockchain is crazy. When I read about this, I think, man, it's crazy, because president, governments can't control this, man. And this is very powerful for now is very powerful with
cryptocurrencies,
and NFT,
decentralized finances, and
yes,
exactly.
Today it's very powerful for this, but in the future, I don't know.
We can use for a lot of stuff. Yeah, by the way, I'm going to bring a subject about this, so we can talk more about blockchain and all these words. So I really enjoy this topic as well. And Ju, how about you? Do you think the governments can regulate these companies?
I think the government can try, but it be very difficult, because the technology are improved every day. So it's almost impossible to control it. If they try to regulate big giants of the technology, probably you have another one in a short time, and what the government can do about that.
Yeah, as well. And maybe if the company, regulates too much, the company can go away. So, because they are not profitable anymore, so they can leave the country, and the country will lack for the service. So I agree.
Yes.
In Claudine, how about you?
In my opinion, Ju was perfect in your opinion, and in my opinion, in this moment the government is working on it. Okay, but we will not be able to. Never ever, because it's very difficult. The example is deep web, for example. Okay, deep web is a metrics metrics in our real world. Okay, and it's fantastic. Deep web, no control. There's no control in nothing.
Yes, and they say the deep web is even higher or bigger than the regular web, right? So
Yeah,
there are a lot of information there as well.
Yeah.
Much more information. Okay, guys. So basically, we are running out of time. I'm going to share, before we start this conversation, I'm going to share with you guys 2 links. The first one is our survey. It's really important, really important for us to understand if you guys enjoy this topic and if you like it. So let me just find it here. I'm afraid I don't have the survey for this conversation, but I'm going to share with you the YouTube link. So you can go there and give us your suggestions. Just say, oh, I would like to talk about this topic, or I didn't like this topic, or I like this topic. Go there and give your comment. Share with your family, your friends, other people. Okay. And that's it, guys. I really enjoyed this conversation. I hope you have a really nice night, everybody. Okay, and see you. Hope to see you guys next week. Okay.
Thank you, Robert. Thank you,
Bye-bye.
Gustavo. Thank you,
See
Joe.
you.
Thank you, Ju. Thank you,
Bye-bye.
Claudinei.
Bye.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
Gustavo.